Yo, we're back. Nico, Rico podcast 2023. Nico, how you feeling today?
You know how I'm feeling today.
Oh, Lord Jesus. You ain't want to talk about that on the podcast, so we're going to talk about this, all right?
I'm feeling great.
All right, feeling great. That's why you sound so bummed out. That's why you haven't woken up.
No, that's not why. That's not why. That's not why. That's not why.
That's not why?
No, that's not why.
Okay.
You know, you should like this before the podcast.
That sounds like a really, can't help it. That sounds like a really good
That's not why.
excuse.
No, I promise that's not
It's
why.
whatever.
I'm telling you it's not why.
Read you the scenario. I'm going to read you the scenario and tell what you think, all right? I picked this up from a place online and I switched it. So there's a terminally ill woman there was a terminally ill woman who asked to see her ex-husband one last time.
Okay, one last dance.
Yeah. Now, the man's current wife is threatening to divorce him if he goes and sees this woman.
Oh, I see some manipulation. All right.
What? Finish. Should the man go see his dying ex and risk his current marriage, or should he send just his regards and say, hey, I hope the best for you? What do you think he should do?
What he should. So there's two parts to this answer.
What
I would do is I would go see her. And what he should do is not see her. So
so you would suggest to this guy, don't go see her, but you would go see her.
Yep.
Why? What? How does that make sense? What?
Because that's the ex-wife. Like whatever happens to her, like he shouldn't care about her, and he's got to respect his current wife's wishes. I just don't think it's cool that she's trying to emotionally manipulate him.
The current wife.
Yeah.
All right.
That's not okay.
All right. So does the ex-wife being terminally ill have a factor? Like, does it
yeah, absolutely. Okay. If she wasn't terminally ill, then I would not see her at all.
Okay.
Why?
So even though you're risking your relationship, you might be getting divorced because of going to see this person. That's okay.
When they play with you like that, they lying. I don't believe them.
Well, who's playing it?
The current wife. Person? The current wife.
Okay, So
if you wanted to divorce me, you're going to anyways, or you would have by now. Okay. Like you're not gonna do it over this like stupid thing. Like the dying ex is probably like at the hospital, like nothing's gonna happen. Okay. Like you just want to get some closure, and that's the past. Like nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's gonna happen.
There's no feelings, at least not from me.
All right, and the how much could the dying ex-wife be? She's died. She's not a threat, right?
That can be even more of a threat.
All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. You said that. So you said the guy shouldn't go, but if it was you, you'd go. Why would you risk a relationship like that with your current wife?
My current wife is emotionally manipulated.
That's what you said.
And I don't respect that.
Yeah, okay. You don't respect. Okay. Good. Okay.
I respect the person I'm with, but I don't respect what you're doing,
bro. So you've already made up your mind. Okay, cool. Now, my bro.
Well, I'm going. Oh, you finna divorce me? Divorce who? Oh, me?
Hey.
Oh, okay. My overseeing 5 goddamn minutes.
I hear you. I hear the spirit in your voice. Let me.
Hey, I'm so fired up right now. I'll fight anybody. I'll fight anybody.
So let me switch it for you there. All right. You have your wife.
I have my wife.
Yeah.
Oh hell no, she ain't going. I'm divorcing her.
All right, no, I want to hear it all the way through. Your current wife wants to go see her ex. He's
dying ex-husband.
He's dying ex-husband. Right?
What do you do this? Is he lying?
That's when I say anything. The dying ex-husband. That's all you know.
Okay.
She tells you, hey, whatever, and you, for whatever reason, you say, nah, that's not a good idea. I don't want you to go. Because you know there's a reason that you're denying her for going.
Does she want to go?
Yeah, she wants to go.
Okay. Well, I'll go and I'll wait outside.
Okay. So there has.
I'll accompany you. I won't be there, but I'll accompany.
So there's a contingent. You have to be able to go, right? What if we remove that contingency? You can't go. It's her going to go see this dude in his intimate dying phase.
I think some Nazis is gonna be busted. Nope.
No.
Or at least some disrespect is gonna happen.
Who's gonna be disrespected? Who feels disrespected right now?
Me,
Why? Why?
if I'm pissed.
Why? About the situation. Why was it
Oh,
okay?
bro, because I waited 30 minutes. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Why is it that if the scenario was reversed, you would say he should stay, but you would go?
Look,
But
at the end of the day, man,
at the end of the day, what?
you're out for yourself. I'm out for myself.
Oh,
Like I'm on my team first.
okay.
I know it sounds like an a-hole. A lot of people think like that. They just won't say
You know
it.
what?
So
No,
be glad I'm saying it.
a lot of people I saw say that today. So I saw a lot of people.
Well, like I'm out for myself, and I come first.
Not in
Or what?
that way, but this is what a lot of people I saw they said. And I'm not going to put it on gender, but what I saw a lot of people say today, when it was a scenario of the wife visiting the ex-husband against her husband's wishes, I saw a lot of, especially women, supporting her authority over her decision, regardless of what her spouse thought or how it affected their relationship. And they said the same thing you said. Oh, well, if he's going to divorce you over that, it's petty. He's immature. He's insecure. That's controlling. They said all of that. They said all that. But then when I reverse it, I saw the same thing. I saw a difference. Say when it was the man going to visit the ex-wife, they were like, oh, well, that man is being disrespectful to his wife. Does he not value their relationship? Does he not value her and his spouse and whatever? He should take in consideration her feelings. Now, there's some people who did believe the same thing in both situations. There were some people who believe that neither person should disrespect either spouse. And so let me say this. I got a little bit of anecdotal experience in this little area. Okay, so me personally, I will never ever prioritize an ex over current. I live in the present. I don't live in the past.
Man, you can't say that.
No, I can't say that because let me finish my tale. Let me finish my tale. I live in the present. This is who I'm with now. This is who I'm loving now. This is who I'm sleeping with now. This is who I'm rocking with now. Right? Whoever I was rocking with in the past is in the past. Now, if I have an amicable relationship with them, I might can communicate with them. If they need me in certain capacities, I might aid them in a way, but never in a way that would go against the comfort of my relationship and the security of my relationship. So hopefully I'm with someone sensible. I'm dating someone sensible, mature, and hopefully, smart enough to be like, hey, whatever I'm telling you from a good place. So if the woman I'm with is sensible, if she says, look, I don't feel comfortable with you going, I can articulate this, that, and the third. Not just emotional, but there's probably got to be some tangibles, right?
What if she does go?
Go where?
What if she decides to go, even though you don't want
let's
to?
not even put go with me on as a variable, right? Let's not put that right there. We can get to that. But she says, I don't feel comfortable with you going. And I trust the woman I'm dating, married to whatever. I trust her judgment. And there's got to be a reason why she wouldn't want me to go. Now, do I prioritize my authority to make a choice against my spouse's wishes, even though it might adversely affect my current relationship for a moment with an ex? Do I do that?
That's something that's not worth it, basically. So you're saying you don't care whether she's dying or not?
Well, it's just a variable. Now tell me something. If you're going to go see
it's a variable to make it interesting.
Yeah. If you go see this ex, right? Do you need closure from this ex? Do you need validation from this ex? Because that affects you. But you know what? That affects the relationship. Because think about it. Say you date a woman and you know the ex that she used to date was abusive. He was manipulative. He was narcissistic. He knew how to manipulate her, right? And say you and him got into it, or he's mad disrespectful, calling her in the middle of the night, just foolishness during your relationship, right? He's dying, right? You know the cord is due because you've been through it. Forget the question that somebody asked, the proposal, the scenario. You know this dude. You know the relationship they had, and you know that she might have a soft spot for him, that she hasn't moved on, which ultimately is a dark cloud over your relationship, right? She wants to. He sends her to come see him, right? Right. You know that it's not really. It could be about last words and whatever, closure, whatever. But you know that if your woman needs validation from this man, needs closure from this man, she's going to prioritize him over you. Can you imagine this dude on his deathbed? He looks at your wife in the face and says, "You know what? I'm glad you showed up. I knew you were going to come," and smugly says, hey, you know what, I'm dying, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm glad you picked me over him. She might not like what he said, but it's true. Would you be cool with that?
No, of course not.
Of course
But
not.
I didn't know that happened because I'm not there.
But think about this, it's a possible scenario. Vice versa. So I'll tell you my situation. I literally, in one of my relationships with one of my exes, dealt with the fact that she kept a soft spot for me for years, to the point to where she would tell her current boyfriends at the time that she wouldn't do certain things for them, that she wouldn't get rid of certain things that reminded her of me, right? And I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
How did you find out?
She told me, and she was adamant that those current men in her life that she said she loved, they would never have a certain place in her life that I had. Now, no, now you never be in the same position because with time and individual things, but yeah, but she kept a part of herself away from them that she kept reserved for me, and we ain't not dating for years. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that's her business, whatever, but that's mad disrespectful to the person in a relationship with now. You're intentionally keeping up.
Why would she be dumb enough to even say it? Like, just don't do it. Just don't say why.
To who, them or?
Yeah.
Because she was bold and brazen, and she was like, she spoke her truth, and that was what she said. And I'm like, that affects your relationship because guess what? You are not the first priority. You are the third priority because.
But it's different because in the other example, the man is dying.
It doesn't matter if the man or the woman is dying. It's the choice. It is basically if you're in a relationship and you or your significant other say, "Hey, I'm sensible. I don't want you to go see this person." There's got to be hopefully a legitimate reason, unless they are not a sensible person. There must be a reason. If you feel like you still need to go see this person against your better half's wishes, what does that say about you and the relationship you have with the ex and what you have with your partner?
You haven't really moved on from the past, or at least not as much as you should have.
Yeah, and my thing is like this. I know there's technological advances. Like, look, hey, you dying? I'll reach out to your family. Hey, FaceTime maybe. I'll send a card, I'll send flowers, I'll put something in your.
Oh, you said FaceTime. Oh, that's true. You're getting an iPhone.
Yeah, you got that. You're getting an iPhone.
Oh no, make sure I put on.
Stay on topic, bro. But I'm just saying, there's so many other means to send my regards. But if something has come on the table to jeopardize my relationship right now, that isn't actual pettiness or immaturity, and I definitely want to go. If I had to bring that to my current spouse, oh man, you just being petty as a reason, and it's not legitimately that, then it's something that I'm seeking that might jeopardize my relationship. It ain't her, it's me. But if it is something about petty and whatever, then that's something you long should have addressed. This scenario is a scenario. That's something you have to address with your partner if they are not reasonable, if they're unreasonable and they're insecure in those type of things. That's the same kind of people who don't want you to have friends and don't want you to go anywhere and don't want to have certain aspects to them. What you see? Stay focused, bro. You stay focused with me. Can you stay with? I'm here. I'm here.
I'm getting distracted right now.
I don't know why you getting distracted. That's why you dumping water all over the table. But you see how but you did specify a double standard. You would go, but you wouldn't want your significant other.
People have double standards for themselves. I like
that's true.
At least most of the time.
Yeah, it's
just that they're not going to tell you.
Hypocrisy.
They're not going to tell you.
True, but I believe that in a present relationship, you should be respectful by something. Do unto others that you would have them do unto you, or the silver rule: don't do to others that which you wouldn't want to have done unto you. Right. So I would not go. If my sensible wife or my sensible partner was like, look, I don't trust and this, that, and third. She can't control her. Ultimately, she can't control me. She can only control herself. Then I would say, well, okay, you voiced an opinion. I don't know if it's valid yet, whatever. Is it a matter of you trusting me? And I've heard this before, and I've heard women say, it's not I don't trust you. I don't trust her. You don't know that person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would trust her, but not him. But the thing also about it is, damn it, I forgot my point. I forgot my point. I forgot what I was going to say.
Each of weakness, man. Each of weakness. But yeah, ultimately, like I said, it's one of those things where if you value your relationship and the person, and say divorce is on the line. Well, divorce is on the line.
You can go see the ex and still value your relationship.
Yeah,
I don't remember my point. what I was gonna say is there's many more variables that are important that we're missing.
Yeah, because we say we don't even consider them.
What if you're in already a super rocky relationship with your partner and you really just kind of want to leave the relationship? And
guess what? That's exactly how you started that state.
Maybe I go.
What if we don't consider any other opposing variables? Like what if we got children together?
I think the variables matter.
Yeah, the variables do matter.
Children.
That's right. The variables do matter when you add the variables. But I think at the base core of what I explained, if it was basically like my partner had her ex was dying.
The base core, no, it's not right.
No.
At the base core, no, it's not right.
And for whatever reason, for me myself, whatever reason, I'm saying like, nah, I'm not comfortable with you going. I'd rather you not. Just send your regards, and I'm reasonable with it. I'm sensible with it. You know, I have a certain expectation for the person I trust. If they do it anyway, they ask for forgiveness, they'll ask for permission. That's going to affect my trust with this person, my security with this person, my relationship with this person. Vice versa, if it was proposal switch, she says, don't go and look for this person, this, that, and the third. And I've had this conversation somewhat to this degree. And I'm expecting trust, like I need you to trust me about myself. And I was like, oh, but I don't trust her. I don't trust them. Oh, okay. I had to say, do I risk my relationship with this person over what I want to do? Who's a priority? Do I prioritize myself and what I need, my closure? Do I prioritize the ex who might have a legitimate reason or not? Or do I prioritize my spouse who may have a legitimate reason or maybe
I think the order is you come first, then comes your wife, then the ex-wife. If she's even in that ranking at all.
Right.
Let us know in the comments down below all the names of your last 3 exes. Hit the like button, share it with all your friends. Thank you for making it to the end. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back right here at the Nico headquarters.
Yes, sir.